This model kit review is of the Ferrari 360 Modena Spider. It's a 1/24 scale model by Revell, and this box has definitely seen some better days. There's some dimensions, the colors needed. There's a picture of the finished model, more pictures of the finished model. So let's have a look inside. Looks like we have a lot of parts in here. First of all, here we have our glass, windshield, rear window, and side windows, lights and headlight covers and so on. Here are our tires. They're relatively soft and well molded. We do have our chrome parts here. And it's an unusual chrome color. It's almost like a matte chrome, but actually nicely painted for those wheels. Let's have a look at these other parts here. Here is our body, nicely molded. We do have some mold lines right here, as you can see. It looks like it's a little off in the way it's joined. Same thing here. So it'll all need to get sanded down. This part is free, not sure why, but it is. This looks like the rear part of the cockpit with roll bars. We have part of our chassis, and this is actually the cockpit. Here's our rear bumper, and this is part of our front headlights and wheels, and also we have our side mirrors. Molding quality is reasonable. Here we have our engine, transmission. Here's our dashboard here, and seats, all reasonably well molded. And we have our chassis, and there's the top of our engine bay with our air intakes, sides of the doors, and the lower part of our chassis here. So we also, looks like, have a piece of mesh here. We'll have to see what that goes to. Here are our decals, nicely printed. Here are instructions and colors needed. Let's have a look inside, which we put the grille together. That's with the rear bumper. Chassis is built with our engine parts and axle. The front suspension is then put on with steering. Start to build our cockpit. And the dashboard is put on. It's all mounted to the chassis. Engine bay cover is put on with the air intakes. Then our wheels are put on. Next we put the, so that's what the mesh is for. And front bumper and headlights go on. And windshield, engine cover, and then the roll bar with the mesh. That's all been put onto the chassis. There's decals and paint guide. So all in all, fairly detailed, fairly well molded. Nice to be able to have these parts molded for the engine. What is disappointing is I don't see anything to cover these rear parts of the seats, which is strange. So we'll have to see whether those are actually going to be exposed when they're put inside the car.